Hello, my name is Mark Zilke, and you folks know me as Bizman YXC, where I lift up stories of community and business and advocacy. And today I'm with a great and remarkable person in the construction industry, my good friend Justin Scott from Outline Construction. And we're just going to spend a few moments hearing about what Justin and his team are up to and see how we can be involved and hear about how you're contributing to the Saskatchewan economy. So thank you very much for getting in touch and getting together today.
Yeah, thanks for having us. So like it was mentioned, Outline Construction is our company, and we've been operating since 2014. So we're coming into 6 years of business right now, and times couldn't be any more exciting.
Can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, basically in 2019, there is a lot of controversy out there in the economy, and whether it's to turn to different solutions or become inventive in this problem solving. And so we decided as a company that we wanted to steer towards green technology. And so we just took what we had and hit the market to try to find a solution that we as individuals could bring to fruition.
Okay, so let me ask you, before we move into some of those solutions, what exactly is Outline Construction? What do you guys take care of?
So Outline Construction is your typical carpentry-based small startup. We started in residential back in 2014, just doing the basics of decks, fences, garages, and all the really easy stuff to kind of get into while we got our feet wet and more focused on the back end of how to properly run a business.
Okay, but you've been in business for a while now.
We have, yeah. We're on year 6 now.
Year 6.
Years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is absolutely a remarkable thing, especially when you hear of other companies not making it that long. And you guys are growing.
That's right, yeah. From 2014 to 2019, our company's seen 1,400% growth.
That's a company I want to be on side with. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
So you have, you mentioned earlier, you mentioned just a few moments ago, that you're looking at new solutions. And you know, I know that you have a wonderful website, you have a place where people can go and find out more about you, but I'm wondering if you could focus on sharing a little bit about some of those solutions that are in progress.
Yeah, so like I said, there in 2019, we decided we were going to try something different, and we had to get ourselves out there and go against the status quo. So we did a bunch of research, and we found a product in the marketplace that, to our surprise, wasn't being used here. It's a Canadian-made product coming out of Ontario, and what it does is it's like a liquid injection into the road surface that binds all the aggregate together and provides you with a non-slip surface that prevents washboarding and potholing.
So this would be very good for example, grid roads.
Yeah,
and rural communities.
That's right. There's constant battles out there right now in Saskatchewan for solving the problem of dust and washboard and potholes and rutting on the roads. And we're all used to just driving on garbage roads that we just can't maintain them enough is the problem. We can't keep up as a society. We can't keep up with the maintenance.
Right. And so you have access and are participating in a solution that helps this whole process along. And now I'm assuming there's also a longevity aspect to your solution as well.
That's right. And so with this technology, it's proven some great results. We've done couple test sections here this year, and one of them is on a secondary highway out by the town of Plunkett, Saskatchewan.
Okay.
And that is Highway 365, right off the turnoff of Highway 16.
Okay.
Another test section is just south of Saskatoon here on our acreage property here, where we actually, this product can be used in all different types of aggregates. So we actually brought the test section that everybody wants to see right here at home, and we hauled in a bunch of different types of aggregates and made the whole road into one big test section.
Now, you segmented those test sections, right? I mean, you have different solutions that you're providing on different sections of that road, correct?
That's right. That's right. So we have recycled asphalt, which is a great solution. And so this acts like a binder for the recycled asphalt as well. Well, it acts as a binder for all the aggregates and a waterproofer. That's its big ability, is it sheds water. That's what makes this stuff different. And so once you can use it in recycled asphalt, we've got a test section of type 32 road base. We've got a test section of 1/4 inch minus screenings, as well as in situ material, which is just your typical gravel road that when you blade it up, you've got clay content in it, you've got aggregate content in it, you've got maybe some soil, maybe some grass, whatever kind of is in situation. And so with that, we just injected all this into the road in one shot and compacted it all together to show how you get different reactions with different types of materials.
So then, when people want to find out more about this, I'm aware that you have some amazing video that you've taken of making these test sections happen. People can find this on your website, correct?
That's right, yeah, at outlineconstruction.ca. You go to the website, and right there on the front page is going to be our promotional video. You can check that out, as well as the rest of the website kind of gives you an overview of our corporate abilities into the industrial, commercial markets here in Saskatchewan.
Okay. Now, one thing I'm really impressed with, Justin, not only with yourself and your company, but just the solution as well that you're bringing to Saskatchewan, because I believe you are the guy who's bringing this into Saskatchewan, correct?
That's right.
Okay. Now, first of all, that's a wonderful thing. It's great to see people in Saskatchewan stepping up to the plate and contributing in a green way, not only to the environment, but also to our economy, and sharing that story. So now there's this paving puck, and I'd like you to take us through what this is all about.
So when we get into the green talk and the abilities of the product, we should start with it's not necessarily what you see that you're getting, it's what you don't see. So after we do a test section, it's just a drivable grid road surface. But what you don't see is the maintenance involved with that grid road. So we can prevent the washboarding, prevent the potholing, and reduce the potholing, as well as providing a dust-free surface. Where we start to really separate ourselves from the current marketplace is the fact that this is an organic derivative. So it's completely environmentally friendly and proven. It's passed the LC50 testing that Canada puts forth with a zero mortality rate. So it's completely safe for marine life in the set solution. As well as the technology behind installing this as compared to conventional methods allows us to have a reduction of 80% in greenhouse gas emissions on the road construction itself.
I want to get back to the fabrication and the creation of this product. You mentioned earlier that it is a Canadian product, and I would love to know what sort of support that the manufacturer gives you and your company as the distributors here, not only in Saskatchewan, but I am made aware that it's also Western Canada and perhaps even further than that.
Yeah, that's right. And so part of the challenge is when you're working with this, everything comes into play. Humidity comes into play. Time of day comes into play. Where's the sun at? It's not just quite as simple as it may seem. And so when you have a collaboration between the manufacturer and the distributors and the installers, and we're all working towards the same end solution of high quality, practical green technology being introduced into areas that may fight the status quo.
Okay, so would you say that the manufacturer has a great support system then for you?
Yeah, absolutely. We can take soil samples and send them off to them, and they can come back to us with recommended dosages. We
Okay.
can experiment a little bit with them. We've already been approached in a couple scenarios of trying to fix certain roads that have already had other products applied to it.
So you're coming in after the solution has been put down and actually fixing the previous solution.
Yeah, that's right. So we have trialed it a couple times with just some samples into fixing other test sections that have been done with different products. It's not exactly where we want to steer to,
Okay.
because we're ourselves here. We don't want to try to fix everybody's problems. We want to build our own name, build our own brand of high quality solutions installed fast
In a very specific way.
in a very sustainable way. Yes.
Okay. Now, I have to ask you, what kind of training do you receive or participate in to always stay in front of the curve?
Well, the training wouldn't necessarily come as like a course, so to speak.
Okay.
The training is really a collaboration of all of our industry knowledge put together, and in an attempt to really change the way that we're currently doing things. So our team itself is actually carpenters. We're journeyman carpenters, and we run apprentices. And so even though now we're getting into grid road solutions, it's actually that industrialized civil knowledge that we have of working with base compaction and working with different types of equipment depending on different types of jobs that really is going to bring everything together to produce the highest quality we can.
That is wonderful. Well, hey, listen, I look forward to being able to drive comfortably and not ruining a tire or losing a tire for that matter, or having a flat or anything like that. But I look forward to driving on one of your grid road solutions in the near future.
Absolutely.
This is beautiful.
It is. It is. It's a really great technology, and it's actually surprising that we haven't been using it to the day. But as people change their thinking, they change their way of processing, that we have to think long term.
Yes.
We cannot be thinking in the short term if we're going to be thinking of sustainability. And that's now where these solutions become viable, because we're not just trying to keep your road nice for a little bit of time here. We're trying to have commitments into long term. Here's the solution. It's green. It's just time to start.
I want you to take us into the timeline and the process of applying this, because as a green and clean solution that doesn't negatively impact wildlife and water life, what does it take from start to finish of this project?
That's kind of one of the best parts about this as well, is that it's such a fast procedure, so to speak. When we show up on site, we can usually produce results of a kilometer a day of grid road surface as of right now. We can cover a kilometer a day, and once we're done the process, which is including mixing it into the grid road surface, profiling the surface and compacting it, and then coming back and fog coating it. Because once you mix the water repellent into the surface, it then repels it on top. And so when it's sitting on top and it repels itself and then flashes off, you're left with like a wearable, maintainable surface that just, as you wear it down,
Okay.
that's how this technology works. And then with the maintenance, we can come back and fog coat again, and then you're left with another maintainable surface while always keeping the road profiled and shedding water.
Okay, so this is a significant solution not only for the green solution aspect that it provides, but also a very, very comfortable driving experience as well.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, nobody likes driving on roads with you know, sit extra 3 inches of gravel on it, and you're kind of, you're driving all over the road, and we're all used to it here, and we don't think much of it. But
Well, my tires aren't used to it.
your tires aren't used to it. That's absolutely right. And one of the best parts about this too is that we can actually open back up to traffic after 1 hour in application. So there's no
Really?
waiting to cure. There's no tracking. It's not water soluble once it's cured. It stays on the road surface.
Okay, that is absolutely remarkable. Now, you are the company that is bringing this solution to Saskatchewan, and I hope that folks out there in social media land will check out your website and the videos, and I believe you have some really neat drone footage as well, right?
Yeah, we do, and we're trying to not only bring this green solution to market, but also show everybody that a small company can change. You can go against the status quo and change your current operation to some sort of green solution, because if you're not in front of the wave, you're behind it.
That is an absolute fact. So let's talk about getting people on board and inviting people to be on board. Justin, I'm assuming that you are always looking to make this solution not just bigger, but also more accessible to a wider group, not just here in Saskatchewan, but of course, I'm assuming right across Canada and perhaps even outside of Canada. Are you at all looking for investment and people to join you in sharing this product and sharing this solution?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when we get into partnerships. Part of the challenges with launching a green technology solution in the heart of, or beside the heart of oil country, is the partnerships that we have involved right now. Is we've got a great product, we've got a great supply, and then we need that matched now with high quality installations. And that's where we come into the picture. Okay. So the focus is not necessarily on trying to do every single grid road in Saskatchewan. The focus is high quality solutions for certain applications.
Okay. So what's the best way for people to get in touch with you and find out more?
I would think that the website. Okay. If we go to the website, you're going to see our history. You're going to see our future capabilities. We are core certified. We're ISN net certified. Okay. So we're able to enter into the industrial markets, into the potash mines, into oil fields, into coal mines. Where uranium, anywhere where they could be in a environmentally sensitive area that they need a solution, but need to go think differently. In today's day, we have to think differently.
Absolutely. And I'm proud to say that you are leading the pack in grid road solution and application. Even today in this is just remarkable, and it's just great to see that. Just great to see how you are making a difference, not only in providing a clean solution and a green solution, but also positively impacting our economy as well. It takes a lot of forethought.
And speaking about economy, one of the things we haven't touched on is simply the fact that a solution like this for, say, a secondary highway is actually a minimum of 50% more cost effective over the life cycle of the road than conventional methods.
So Justin, after hearing this and hearing and actually holding and seeing the solution that you are bringing to Saskatchewan and have brought to Saskatchewan, how would you sum this up in one or two sentences?
The best way to describe it is that we're really hitting it with everything we've got here. We've got a small high performance team at Outline Construction. We've got a green solution and a viable solution. and we're going to be delivering it and performing the solution in an environmentally sustainable way. And on top of everything, we've got over a 50% cost savings when it comes to conventional methods that we're using today.
So, Saskatchewan company, fast and lean. You've got a great product, a green product, and a green solution provided in an environmentally sustainable way. And the fact of the matter is that you're saving folks cash.
That's right.
And at the end of the day, that means taxpayers won't have to spend as much.
That's right. That's right. It is going to allow our dollars to go farther.
That's a Saskatchewan premise.
That's what we're trying to solve here, right?
So you mentioned the best way to get in touch is through the website. Your contact information is on there?
That's right. Yeah, you can reach out to me through the website, over email. My phone number's on there as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, so all our contact information's there. You can reach out and get a hold of us that way.
Well, I'm looking forward to not only hearing about the success of this in the upcoming time over this next season, but also, the fact that you're willing to partner with investors, you're willing to partner with other folks and groups in bringing this this wonderful solution to a much wider audience and a much wider base. It's absolutely remarkable. You deserve many accolades for your hard work and for your forethought in bringing this to Saskatchewan. I want to thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you for showing our story.
My pleasure. Cheers.
Thanks.